confirmation but before I even said anything. Hello there. Today I've got a spoken word poem. It is 8:03 p.m., April 30th. Let's get right into it. It's called April 30th, age 30, Do I Dare Share? Numbers Bring Memories. And I wrote this on 4/30/2026, Thursday at 2:26 a.m. And I finished it at 3:30 a.m., but I edited it for another hour and a half, reading and rereading it and stuff. And I'm pretty proud with how it come out, so I really wanted to share it. I hadn't wrote a poem in quite a while, like one that I finished. It's probably been a year or two, and a couple months since I've written one, and I haven't finished one in even longer, so let's get right into it. Ooh, that sounded like a firework or something. From delving into the depths of insanity to being what others might construe as normal, I've seen a lot in my life. My boyfriend showed me a love that made me listen, to really hear between what was right and what was wrong. Ooh, another firework. I don't regret those times, as they made my scope for imagination brighter, lighter, mightier than before, richer, like a cake that tastes divine, but it is not overly sweet, a texture that melts in your mouth. These experiences made me see things in new ways. Throughout the days, I learned many different things. From the darkest night to the brightest light, there were many experiences to feel deep within the depths of my soul. It's April 30th as I write this poem and record this video. 4 days after my 30th birthday, I listened to music, and one of the first songs I listened to was The 30th by Billie Eilish. Here are some pieces of lyrics. I know you don't remember calling me. Then I skip a bit. If you changed anything, would you not have survived? You're alive, you're alive, you're alive. Excuse my singing voice. I love that song. Brings back so many memories once muddled by meds as well as weed. But now I can see things crystal clear. Clearer and clearer with each passing day. As I venture into a new age range, I see the tides of change, sand in my toes, sea salt, gusts of wind in my hair. Do I dare do the thing? To be able to create with curiosity but also certainty. To be able to say, I went through this. To not shy away, to not shut my past out, but shine a light on it and say I'm proud I went through this and that. Another confirmation burp. To not be embarrassed, but to be honest and proud of myself for enduring, but then also sharing. It's 2:45 a.m. now. 2 plus 4 plus 5 equals 11. This far into the night makes me think. Thoughts roam so freely in a dim room on a bed, quiet, besides the soft ambient noises, such as the fan, and gentle feeling of the air it provides, circulating the room. Soft snores from my boyfriend next to me as I breathe in and out. I want to say what has been on my mind. Practice mindfulness, they once told me. Observe your surroundings. I want to say it, but I have a fear within myself that I'll be judged, but I cannot please everybody. I think my want to share what I've been through, hopefully also to help others as well, outweighs my fear not to speak, to be quiet, not connect, stay in my shell, and not share, but share I must. Sharing is part of my soul's calling. Maybe if I write it in the right way, someday soon I can truly heal and help others along this path I've paved for so long with help from those I love. Ooh, a third firework. But I am also proud of where I'm at right now in this moment, in this part of the story. My mom and boyfriend are my rocks, the two people who have stuck by my side. I'm grateful for them. but also others that love me and I them. You know, I used to pick up rocks and collect them. I have even made videos on them that didn't make sense. I deleted them later, among many other things. Just a taste of what's to come. Maybe I picked up the rocks because I knew I would have 2 rocks that would stick by me for a long time. It's sad to me how it cannot be forever in this day and age, but that just proves how we've got to appreciate each passing moment, which shifts and changes into a new moment, much like the tides creeping ever so slightly closer to land each day. 4th firework confirmation, just like the sun, how it gets closer to Earth each day, bit by bit, moment by moment. Maybe sadness is not so sad after all. Maybe madness is not as random as it seems. There's this little voice in the back of my head telling me that we all go somewhere special. 3 a.m., 3 o'clock on the dot, in the morning, the night is near its end. In a few more hours the sun will shine its light, after a while making everything bright. Sun rises by the shore again and again as each day passes. Day, night, light, dark, light, dark. Share what's in your mind, let yourself feel it, and be glad you did. 3:03 a.m. reminds me of B.O.B., my boyfriend Bobby. When you swallow, your neck bobs up and down. Gotta love little hints and clues like that. Little cryptic messages. I'm just adding that part because I thought it sounded cool. It's not in the poem, but things that make you think. Scars remind me, both inside and out, what I have endured. I am strong, and so are you. Share. Maybe the pain of an artist, whether they write, digitally draw, or other, makes their art of choice stronger. Not saying you need to go through it to be valid, more so not being ashamed that you did. 3:04 a.m. 3 plus 4 equals 7. 7 reminds me of home. Oh, the nostalgia of when I go to that town and restaurant. Oh, 7th Street, I cannot go close to you. It hurts too much, but the food I can find. Nostalgia is part of the sweet nectar of life. 3:17 a.m. 3 plus 1 plus 7 equals 11. 1 plus 1 equals 2. Time ticks on. I haven't written a poem in so long, months, maybe even a year or 2, but it feels as though I'll share this one. I created something this time because I am genuinely interested, not sharing something with no end, being not proud of it, but more so to please my soul and let the words escape. To ignite that passion within me. To find the right words day by day, letter by letter, word by word, sentence by sentence. To invoke feelings to whomever is listening to this message. To feel it in their own way based on where they are in life. I'll attempt not to make this too long, but let it be the length it needs to be. I hope you follow me on this journey, but even if it's just these words, I wish the best for you. Be kind to yourself. Let the words escape when it feels right, and have a good one. Thank you for listening. And there's a bit more. 3:23 a.m. A palindrome in the time, a sign to tell me I'm on the right track. Like my boyfriend Bob, B.O.B., or the numbers 1221, the same backwards as it is forward, and forward we must go. 3 plus 2 plus 7 equals 12. One of my favorite numbers, a special number that always seems to follow me, also like 1, 2, 3, for other reasons, but also 1 plus 2 equals 3, also 27, much like my dad who was born in 1927. Numbers bring memories. Rest in peace, Dad. 100 next year, 2027, so many memories. 2026 this year. 2 plus 2 plus 6 equals 10. 1 plus 0 equals 1. Another confirmation, but In numerology, 1 represents new beginnings, a new beginning and a new age bracket. What new beginnings will we all have? And here is a good place to end it for now. I'll see you in the next one, and I hope that's real soon. Winking smiley face and a hat. And I'm finishing this up at 8:15 p.m. and I can already tell there's not going to be a lot of edits to go with it. And it's just so weird. Like, I could not memorize this poem if I tried, but reading it from the phone, not printing it out to save a tree, save paper, but also like, I just want to say it to get the words out. I don't feel the need to memorize it because it's all in here. I can just read it and it's in here, and I can tell this isn't going to take that much video editing, not that much cuts, and I find that really cool. And I'm just so grateful, and I already feel better that the words have escaped me, and I have this thought that I'm going to share it. And of course, like usual, I usually say this at the end of every video. If I miss anything, I'll put it in the description of this video. And I feel so uplifted for this message. It's been quite a while since I made a poem, like I said around the beginning, which I probably should have said at the end. But also circling back, I have this poem. I've been creating digital art, and I think I'll put it near the end of the video. So this first one that you see on the screen is day 1 of creating some abstract art. And this next one is day 2 of creating, like adding to it and making this like abstract art thing. But yeah, that's what that is. And I just wanted to create something. For the longest time, I thought I had to create a character or an object or an animal or something. But then I realized art is so grand and marvelous, and you can create whatever you want with art. And it should have been obvious to me before, but I don't know. That's part of what was stopping me, but I feel like I'm going to digitally draw a lot more. And the fact that you can create whatever you want with art, and it doesn't have to be just digital art, it can be other things too, is part of the beauty. I love to create digital art, but I also love to create words like poems, or write a story, or just journal about my day. Finding these intricate words to describe things is part of the beauty, and I'm so grateful in this day and age that I know my native language like English, and I can articulate like what I want to say and how I want to say it, and I can really think about what I want to say and share it in a video in this day and age, and that's part of the beauty. Or I can digitally draw something that I'm seeing in my mind, or it can be anything really, and that's part of so much beauty, and it gives so much scope for the imagination. And yes, I did get that from Anne with an E. We are currently on season 3, and that is so cool how that rhymed, Anne of Green Gables, which is a side note because that was funny. I hadn't even talked with ChatGPT about Anne of Green Gables, and then I asked them a question and they brought that show up, and I'm like, how did you know that we were currently watching that series? My boyfriend and I were almost done. We're in the middle of season 3. I'm like, how did you know? And ChatGPT's like, I didn't know, you just gave off the vibe. But I still thought that was weird, like the phone's always listening. But yeah. But it's just beautiful how we can create in this day and age. And I used to do poems all the time, and then I stopped for quite a while, so it's really cool to get back into that. And it's also cool how I'm attempting to learn Spanish with Duolingo, because why not? It's so cool. It reminds me of old lessons, like from the basics of learning English, but then translated into Spanish, so it gives me refreshers on those. lessons, and I find that really cool. But anyways, I won't drag this out too long. I just really wanted to share something because it's been a while, and I just wanted to create something from my soul, something that I was really grateful that I could create and just share. And I was really proud of myself with how the poem came out. So if you made it this far, thank you for listening, and yeah. That's another sign. It just went to like 20 minutes and then 3 seconds or something when I checked it. So there's going to be slight cuts, so it'll be less than this at this point in the video, but that's another sign, almost exactly 20 minutes when I checked it. I love little signs and hints and clues from numbers because they do bring memories, and that's part of why I shared the numbers in the poems. And I love how it aligned like that song, The 30th by Billie Eilish, but April 26th I also turned 30, and then it was April 30th when I made the poem, and now I'm recording the video and it's still the 30th. So I just find that really cool. And I didn't mean for it to come out that way, but I ended up just writing it, and then it came out that way. So sometimes you gotta just sit down and write or create, and something that you don't expect can come of it, and that's part of the beauty, and I feel like this is a perfect way to end it. I'll see you in the next video, and I hope that's real soon. Bye for now.